We're going to have a look at the offset map now. I have a couple of sources inside here. One is an up clip and the other is a right clip. Now if I were to do a straight transition between this, it keeps going back to where it started from inside the clip. If I were to move it around, same thing. So let's have a look at this. If we want to have this to continue in this motion but continue it from this point here, we can use the offset map. Inside each of the clips we have a clip property. We have the blending as well as the time control and also a clip item information. And what we can do is find out the information by going in here and doing an offset map, or we can type in the information. So if I were to say in the position NX, I can say this plus 2. So what I've done on the very first clip is actually add 2 units inside here. Not quite working because I've actually typed in this instead of this. There we go. So now automatically it starts on the very first frame, it's at 2 units. So this is the actual offset itself, and all offset map does is do it automatically. So if I were to remove this effect, you notice it removes it from inside here. The way in which it works, what I'll recommend is here, if you move the clip, because you can always move it afterwards, move it to a frame where you can see the numbers like 40 and 40 here. Go to the very last frame and you can tell by looking at this over here. If it goes grey, I'm going to go 1 frame advanced, then it's not the last frame, and just go 1 back. I'm now going to right click on the timeline, it can be here or it can be here, and you'll notice it turns green. So I have the object I want selected, it can be a branch selection. I need to tell it also, in this case, if it's a transformation or the mark parameter it needs to offset. I'm just going to click on translate over here. So it now knows to use the translation of this object at frame 40, and I hit offset map. Now if I select this clip, there we go, it's typed in the number for me. So all it's done, there we go, is add an offset inside here to continue on. If I were to load in the up clip again, it's going to go back to where it was before because this is a clip property and not a source property. Here is offset map using some motion capture. So we have this animation of the guy jumping forward and then being very happy. He's going to walk forward like so. So we want him to pick up the walk after he jumps. So go into the last frame, and the best thing I'm going to do is go into the actual clip property itself, or the source data. In fact, the source data is just as good here, and to see those items which are driving it. So here we have the upper body, and the upper body seems to be the top null. So if I go to the clip properties, you'll also notice things like the exfo information. This is very important to understand. The different hierarchies inside the model can be turned on and off. So what we're going to try and do is at any stage make sure that the hierarchies are flagged if we want to start linking to them as well. So we're looking at the upper body here. If I click on this, yep, this has also got an upper body, so we want to be able to link between these two. So I'll go into my Explorer and find the upper body parent, that's not it, upper body, there we go. I'm going to select my translation and I'm going to right click on the incoming clip, which is 44, and I can see down on my timeline 44 and hit offset map. So now I'm going to go here and then, so it doesn't seem to have worked. In fact, it has worked, but there's things you need to make sure of. In this case, if I want to remove the effect, I need to look at this motion capture. If I go to the very first frame, there, it's actually got an odd frame in it, and on the next frame it jumps way back here. So it's very simple, just select the clip and either trim it in the source or in the clip properties, just here we go, trim like so. So now I'm going to do it again. So go to the last frame, I'm going to right click 45 now, I've got my upper body, translation, offset map, there we go. So now it's going to continue from that point. If you drop one clip underneath the other and do like a standard transition, so now as he jumps down, and off he goes doing a bit of walking like so. So that's using the offset map, and you can tweak it inside here, inside the clip properties. It'll give you all the numbers for that particular object.